Hey guys, today we're talking about feeling emotions. We're going to talk all about emotions today. It is a much needed topic, let me tell you. I had asked a question, I think it was Instagram on one of my social media sites. And I asked people what they did with their emotions when they were children. What were they taught? And I have to say it was not, I might have been alarmed if I had not known this, but I wasn't alarmed because most of us grew up with parents and caregivers. And again, no shame or blame to them because everybody does the best they can. But most of us grew up with people that really didn't know what to do with emotions either. So they taught us to eat our emotions, shove them down. Some of us got yelled at when we had emotions. Some of us even got, spanked for having emotions. So what happens is then as adults, guess what? We have no idea what to do with emotions. And that's not healthy. So as we age and we're not working these emotions through the body, first we feel our emotions, they come up, we feel them, and then we process them through. So by feeling them, they process through and they actually leave. They go away, but they've got to come up and through. What we do though, because we didn't get taught as children what to do with emotions, is they come up and they get stuck and then we push them back down. So they build up. So let's look at the word depression. The word depression is we are depressing emotions down. Let's look at the word anxiety. In my opinion, anxiety is the manifestation of unfelt emotions. Anxiety is not an emotion. Anxiety is the physical manifestation from not feeling our emotions. Because think about what anxiety is. It's a pain in the stomach. It's a knot in the stomach. It's a knot in the throat, etc., etc., etc. So feeling our emotions helps anxiety. Let's look at codependency. What's codependency? We're focusing on other people. In order to stop being codependent, we've got to be comfortable with our uncomfortable emotions that are rising up when we're not fixing or quote unquote helping another. So just those three things alone, it's like so important that we learn how to feel our emotions. But just in general, if you're a human being, you need to learn how to feel your emotions. It's very, very important because it's healthy. In my opinion, again, and many others, if you don't feel your emotions and they get stuck in the body, it could cause dis-ease in the body, okay? When we shove down our shame, our I'm not lovable, or I'm not good enough, etc., 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 it festers in the body. It's an energy. Emotions are an energy. They get built up in the body. Gotta purge them through. So feeling our emotions, as you can tell, I'm so passionate about, it's of the utmost importance to do. We have to do this, and it's not that difficult once we learn how. So I want to give you a couple ideas. If you're new to this, first thing you want to do, get curious. Well, even before that, you've got to be willing to do it. And you don't have to dive into the deep end of the pool when you're feeling your emotions, but how about putting your big toe in the pool? Like, let's just get curious and commit to, let me just see, I'm really scared. And a lot of people say to me over the years, they'll say, well, if I open up that anger, if I open up that grief, or if I open up that fear, I may cry and I may never stop crying, or I may throw up. I have been a therapist and a coach for 25 years. I have never had anyone throw up in my office from feeling emotions, I'll tell you right now. So it's just something the ego's telling you to stop you from feeling. So it's not going to happen. And you can stop your emotions at any time. You know you're good at that, right? I know I am. So the thing is just get curious. Like, okay, my son just yelled at me. My husband's upset with me. Why my wife is upset with me. My boss just said blah, blah, blah to me. My dog just died. How do I feel? What's going on inside? Get curious. You may not nail it the first time, and you probably won't, and that's okay. But get curious. Like, what's going on? Wait a minute. I've got a little twang in my stomach. Interesting. Sit with the twang, sit with the tightness, sit with the knot in your throat, sit with the tightness in your shoulders. Be in it. Let that uncomfortable sensation in the body or that tightness be there. That's how you start feeling emotions. You get curious and sit in it, and guess what happens? It dissipates. It goes away. It happens every time. When you sit with these emotions and just the physical sensation of them, guess what? They start moving through you. And then what happens after a little while of doing this is you might say, I think that twang is a little sadness. That's weird. I didn't even know. There you go. So we want to just sit with these emotions, physically speaking. But there's so many things. Inner child work, you know, that is one of my all-time favorite things to do. It's the foundation of this adult chair model. But it's another thing you do is work with the inner child. But there's so many things to do to get yourself to get yourself help in order to start feeling emotions. But these are two ways to do it, just slowing down and getting curious. But I want you guys to know, this month, the whole month, I'm spending in the membership, in the adult chair community, guess what? How we feel emotions. We're spending a whole month on it. I am giving you so much on feeling emotions. So if you really want to learn, take a deep dive into the whole concept of feeling emotions and really healing that shame, healing that anxiety, that depression, that I'm not lovable, that all of that stuff, that codependency stuff. Get in here with me this month. I'm telling you, this whole month of July, this is what we're doing. So just go to theadultchair.com/membership and you can get all the information right there. Come join us for this month though, because let me tell you what, this is one of the most important things that we can do in order to heal ourselves. We've got to get in touch with what's going on, because if we don't, we're going to remain stuck. So there you have it. All right. I love you guys. Have a good month. Have a good week. I'll talk to you next week. Mwah. Bye-bye.